Welcome back to Tech Tips Pro. Today, I'm excited to share a valuable skill that can help freelancers like you earn money online. Whether you're just starting out or already freelancing, offering Excel services is a great way to provide value to clients. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use Excel forms to simplify data management. We'll be using an example with employee data, and by the end, you'll have a practical skill that you can offer on freelancing platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. Excel forms are incredibly useful for streamlining data entry and ensuring accuracy. Instead of manually typing rows of data into a spreadsheet, which can lead to errors, you can automate the process using forms. These forms can help you manage everything from employee information to client details, and they save tons of time. I'll walk you through how to create one from scratch and show you some advanced tips to make it even more efficient. Let's dive right into Excel and set up a basic employee dataset. First, we'll define our columns. Here, we've created columns for employee ID, employee name, father's name, gender, designation, department, and date of joining. To adjust column width, double-click between the column headers, and Excel will resize to fit the data. To resize all columns at once, click the Select All box and double-click any column header. Excel will adjust all columns automatically. Now, let's make the data more visually appealing. Start by selecting all your columns, then click on the Fill Color icon in the ribbon under the Home tab and choose a color. Next, we'll add a title for our data. To do this, right-click on the row number above your column headers and select Insert to add a new row. Highlight the cells in this new row above the column titles and use the Merge and Center option. Finally, give your dataset a heading. You can customize the heading with a different color and font size for better visualization and data presentation. Now let's format our data by selecting all the columns and cells, then applying all borders. This will create lines between the cells, giving the data a table-like appearance. Now let's enable the form. To do this, go to the File menu and select Options. In the Options dialog box, click on Customize Ribbon from the left menu. You'll see a list of available ribbons. From the Choose Commands from drop-down, select All Commands to view all available commands. Scroll down and locate the Forms command. Once you find Forms, you need to add it to your ribbon. Click on Add, but if you encounter an alert saying that a group needs to be created first, don't worry. Simply press the New Group button, and a new group will be added to your ribbon. You can rename this group to something like Forms Group or any name you prefer. After renaming, press OK. Now, go back to the Forms command on the left and click Add. You'll see it move to the right side menu under your newly created group. Finally, press OK, and you'll notice that the Form option is now visible in your Excel ribbon, ready for use. Now, select the columns where you want to enter data. After selecting them, press the Form button, and Excel will display various options. Click OK, and a new window will appear, showing all the columns along with their titles. Let's begin entering data into our newly created Excel form. First, input the following details: employee ID as 1001, employee name as John, father's name as Leo, gender as male, designation as officer, and department as sales. Set the joining date as January 2nd, 2023. After pressing Enter, the data will populate into your Excel sheet. You'll see the new entry appear immediately in the dataset. We can now continue adding more records in the same way. Next, let's add another row. Enter 1002 as employee ID, Cooper as employee name, William as father's name, male as gender, officer as designation, finance as department, and February 14th, 2023 as the joining date. Press Enter to save the new entry. You can use the Tab key to move between fields quickly. We'll now add a few more records for clarity. This will help demonstrate how the form efficiently handles additional data. As you can see, multiple entries have been made using the same form, and they are displayed in our Excel sheet. You may have noticed additional buttons in our form, such as Find Next and Find Previous, which allow us to move between records. There's also a delete option that triggers a prompt when selected. By confirming with OK, Excel will remove the corresponding row, and you'll see that the deleted row is no longer visible in the sheet. After deleting a record, we can reformat our sheet as needed. Let's do a quick recap of what we learned today. But before we get into that, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more useful Excel tips and tutorials. Here's a quick recap of what we covered in this video. Excel Forms Overview. We explored how Excel forms can streamline data entry and improve accuracy, making them a valuable tool for freelancers. Creating a basic dataset. We set up an employee dataset with columns for employee ID, name, father's name, gender, designation, department, and date of joining. We also formatted the dataset by adjusting column widths, adding color, and applying borders to create a table-like appearance. Enabling and adding forms to the ribbon. We walked through the steps to enable the Forms feature in Excel by customizing the ribbon and creating a new group for easy access. Entering data with Excel Forms. We demonstrated how to use the form to input multiple employee records quickly, with the data automatically populating into the spreadsheet. Navigating and managing records. We showed how to navigate through records using the Find Next and Find Previous buttons, as well as how to delete records with a confirmation prompt. By the end of this tutorial, you now know how to set up and use Excel forms to simplify data management and add a valuable skill to your freelancing toolkit. With this knowledge, you can efficiently handle data entry tasks and offer these services to clients on freelancing platforms.